I don't know why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me. I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden and help prepare him for the task that is yet before him. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger-wagging.
Anders and Justice is a slightly different situation, though. Because of Justice's nature and Anders's nature, they make a terrible combination. Wynn and a Spirit of Faith makes far more sense. So even if they are influencing each other, because they technically already have similar ideals, it might not be affecting them too much. They're not in a situation where one is corrupting the other to the point where they're no longer themselves anymore, because they are still able to maintain that sense of purpose within their either being or personality to the point where they can hold on to themselves as individuals, whereas Justice and Anders cannot. They corrupt each other. They're not good for each other. They deliberately corrupt each other. That's why whenever anybody says that they hate Justice for what they did to Anders, Anders did it to Justice just as much as Justice did it to Anders. Anders did it back. Justice became vengeance because of Anders's anger. And Anders's anger was emphasized and made more toxic by Justice's intensity, if that makes sense. Mutual toxicity is exactly a very good way to describe Justice and Anders. Whereas I believe, I'm not sure how it's described, if it's described at all in the book, because I haven't read Asunder. But from my personal perspective, and from what I know about spirits, I think that Wynn and this Spirit of Faith is more in harmony with each other to a degree where they can maintain their own personality. So it's more like Cassandra's situation. Cassandra was only touched by a Spirit of Faith. I do not believe that the Spirit of Faith follows her around. I don't think that's how it works. They summon a Spirit of Faith to touch her mind and bring her back from being tranquil. But I don't think the Spirit of Faith does it. Am I wrong? I don't mind being wrong.
Security alert! Security alert!
Woo! Thank you, Neon Forge. I do not mind being wrong about this, but it's more symbiotic with Wynn and Faith. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that's how the Seekers work. The Seekers are made tranquil, and then a Spirit of Faith comes and touches their mind and frees them from tranquility, and that's how they get their abilities as Seekers. Which is also how you cure Tranquil. And nobody knows. Nobody knows that there is a cure for tranquility. A spirit comes and touches your mind and you are removed from tranquility. Think of all the Tranquils that could have been saved. Carl!
You know, I think you'll be all right, even without my help.
How Seekers are made freak me out, of course, but more than how Tranquil are made, it's terrible. Also, Faith as a concept is a bit more passive than Justice, exactly. And living in Kirkwall Darktown certainly didn't do Anders and Justice any favours, absolutely not. Whoa, that's legit crazy. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's heartbreaking to find that out.
What's on your mind? Cure me? What, am I sick now?
You're a little dead.
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child, your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
Also, speaking of Tranquil, can we also talk about the horror of the fact that ocularums are made? I was so angry when I found that out. I made a TikTok about it, and so many people were like, holy shit, I did not know that. But yeah, the ocularums are made, the skulls on the stick with the gem in the eye that you use to find the shards in Inquisition, those are skulls of Tranquil. They take Tranquil skulls, and that's how you find the shards, through the eye of a Tranquil. I made the TikTok.